Okay, cool. So in this video, we are going to be talking about how to actually produce the piece of content within the platform of TikTok. Again, as you remember, I love TikTok and creating the content there, the videos there, but then repurposing them other places. If you want to produce the piece of content on a place like Instagram or Facebook Reels, you can. Just understand that the same concepts for TikTok apply other places. It just happens to be the platform that I prefer. So that's what we are talking about today. Now, I'm going to go over exactly how to create the formula of hook, build up, present, value, and call to action. I encourage you to take notes and pay attention because when you follow this formula, just like you have other places, that will be the most maximizing for your business. And remember too, that in another video, we will be talking about how to repurpose the content so that your time in creating the video now through, say, TikTok is maximized elsewhere. Not only will that help you in retention, conversion, but that will also help you in reaching different audiences. Because believe it or not, people who are on TikTok are not on Facebook Reels. People who are on Pinterest are not on short form videos like from YouTube Shorts. Okay. What that means is when you repurpose it and you maximize your time, you're actually able to scale in different ways because you're tapping into different audiences. Always, 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 though, coming back to your avatar in the content that you're creating. So remember the avatar training where you talked about the last dozen words, what is your business offer? Every time you produce content, you get to refer back to that. Who are you speaking to? Why do they care? And what type of call to action do you want them to engage with? Okay. So I am going to share my phone screen here so that you guys can see exactly how to produce the piece of content, how to edit it the way that's effective. As you guys know, I mentioned having something that is 12 seconds or less. And I'm serious when I say that 90 to 95% of your pieces of content on TikTok need to be where it is short form. People don't want blah, blah, blah. Hi, I'm Kirsty. Every single video. They don't care. They need to understand why they want to engage with you, which includes short form videos. Okay. And then you're filtering them, other places like your Facebook group, like YouTube, other places for more rapport. Okay. This is how you can effectively create endless leads, short form videos. So we're going to go into TikTok. I created a video just a moment ago, as you guys can see, and we're going to now edit it so that you can see exactly why I edit it in a certain way and why I do certain things. Okay. First, it's to engage the algorithm. It's also to get on the FYP, and it's to make sure that the people who watch to the end are people who I want commenting. Okay. Now, in this video here, that I'm about to show you, I want you guys to understand that it is better to have clip that's 3 seconds, clip that's 2 seconds, clip that's 1 second, than it is to just sit and talk to the camera. Please do not just sit and talk to the camera. There is a one and only time in 3 different videos that you will do that. And I only want you to do that for those 3 videos, of which we'll talk about on a following video. So please understand that TikTok is a short form video platform. So 12 seconds or less. In fact, the majority of mine average about 9 seconds, to be honest. And it's because I edit it, of which we'll talk about here in just a moment. And it's also because it's engaging, it's enticing, it's entertaining for them. So do not just, hi, blah, 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 blah. Even if you use the formula of hook, build up, present, value, and call to action, you can't just be talking to the camera. It needs to be like you're taking them through your house, different angle, different this, different that. Okay. And what you're going to be doing is pressing the red button at the bottom. When you start talking, press the red button. When you're done with that little clip, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, press the red clip again, and then record the next sentence. Okay. That's the biggest thing to focus on as far as entertainment goes. TikTok and Facebook Reels, Instagram, stories, all of those things need it to be where it's spliced up. Don't just sit and talk. Again, the only time we do that is for 3 certain videos, of which we'll talk about on another video. Okay. So in sharing my screen here, I am going to go back to the platform of TikTok. Okay. We are going to show you exactly how to edit things so that it's effective for the entertainment type of platform. And as I've mentioned already, remember that TikTok Instagram, all of those places are specific for filtering them in for more value elsewhere. Your YouTube channel, your Facebook group, it's the bridge of getting them on your email list and then exposing them to more of you, your brand, and why they want to work with you. Okay. So let's go into TikTok. You can see that I have created a video already so that we can now edit it and you can see exactly how that works. And let's see. You're going to hit the red check mark down at the bottom right. Okay. Make sure that it's working. And then you're going to hit the side, okay, of adjust clips. When you adjust clips, you are going to want to do it one by one. Going back into my screen share of the phone. Now, I am going to be discussing exactly how to edit the clips. My daughter is in the background, so that is why it's a little bit spliced up in this video, but hey, mom life, right? I'm speaking to my avatar. Now, I am going to share my phone again so that we can have you see exactly how to adjust the clips so it's effective for the entertainment platform like TikTok, okay? So you already have it created. Now you can see it, right? You're going to hit the right-hand side where it says adjust clips, and then you're going to take it one by one and chop out breath, chop out an S that's too long at the end, whatever it is, okay? Because right here, 1.2 seconds, as you guys can see, I'm saying, do you want to work at home? But I don't start saying do until right there. I chopped out 0.3 seconds by getting just, do you want to work at home? Do you want to work at home? Right? And then I move on to the next one. Okay. So I want you to take note. It's 12.2 seconds right now. Let's see how much we can chop off by getting rid of the dead air and making it so it's choppy, almost like it's interrupting each other. Okay. Now, second clip. Right there. That's when I start talking. So 1.5 now to 1.2. Okay. And then right here, the next one, I have a way for you to do that. I see it went from 1.3 to about 1 second. I have a way for you to do that. And sometimes because I pronounce words so well, I chop off the very end too, because that compared to that is different, even if it's just 0.1 second. Okay. And then the next one, check it out. I've got the proof. Check it out. I've got the proof. You can see that here. And same with the F. I might chop it out just 1.1 second. Okay. Next one here. I think I say something like learn how to make 5 figures right here. Okay. So I started out, I get rid of a couple seconds, learn how to make 5 figures right here. And then I might chop out the end. Okay. And then the next thing, I'm not sure what I say here, to be honest. I don't remember, but I don't start talking right away. I start talking right there. Okay. So again, chopping out the sentences, you're adjusting the clips. If you're serious about working from home, go right here, right now. Okay. That's what I'm saying right there. If you're serious, see, I chopped out a couple seconds there. Go right here, right now. Okay. See how they're interrupting each other now? They're interrupting each other now. It's a little bit delayed, and I think it's because I'm sharing the screen. So hopefully that does not continue happening. But they're interrupting each other because you need it to be a fast-paced thing, okay? Now, the next thing you're going to do is add captions. Now you guys can see exactly what I said. Do you want to work from home? Question mark, question mark, question mark. What about getting out of debt? Who am I speaking to? My avatar. Moms want to get out of debt, right? I have a way for you to do that. Exclamation point. Check it. I've got the proof. How to earn 5 figures a month with ease is what I say. Also, Results not typical. I know I said that, so I'm typing it in. See, it did not pick it up. So if I alter my captions and it doesn't reflect what I said, I need to make sure that the edits are correct. So don't be typical. I might put a wink in there. Okay. If you're serious about working from home, right? Because that's my first sentence. I said, do you want to work from home? And now I'm wrapping up, having it come full circle by saying, if you're serious about working from home, go right here, right now. I don't say I at the end. So I chop that out and I put an exclamation point. Okay. So now it looks like this. People don't always watch TikTok, etc., on sound. So you will want to make sure that you always put captions so people could read it, or if they can't hear it, they can still read it and engage with you. Okay. And then you'll add a sound. Now, what I want you to pay attention to is I am just picking a sound, and I'm not doing that based on me needing to train you right now. I'm just picking a sound because I know this is a quality piece of content. And so I'm just going to pick a sound of someone I recognize. Good as Hell, I recognize that song. So you go, okay, you pick a song. I picked Good as Hell. You then hit the volume button at the bottom right. You're going to turn your original sound all the way up. And then you're going to put the added sound, so the music, down to 2 or 3. The reason for that is you can use the trending sound. That does help because TikTok and other platforms do like when you use their content, like the trending sounds, like the trending things, the POV, all of those types of things, right? But you don't need to rely on the trending sound. So just pick a sound of what it suggests and then turn it all the way down in volume to like 1 or 2 or 3, okay? So that you can be heard. The sound does not matter unless you're doing a lip sync of some sort, which you can do. I recommend engaging with the audience more often though. So talk to the camera, be engaging, make eye contact, okay? When you use the trending sound for lip syncing, yeah, you want that up and it will just be up the way it is. But when it is you speaking to the camera, turn the volume of the music down. You could even have the music back there so TikTok thinks you're using it. And you could have it at 0. It doesn't even have to be playing, okay? But if you do it that way where the volume is edited, it will be really, really good for you, okay? Now, we are going to put on a filter. Maybe I make it a little bit brighter. Maybe I make it more yellow or sunny. Okay. This one here, I like Vitality because it makes it a little bit more bright looking, which is nice, but you don't have to do much editing. Okay. Now at the very end, remember I say, go right here, right now. Right. So what I'm going to do is type in my website. Now notice I am putting a circle for the .com, not a period. I'm not putting a period. The reason for that is because TikTok does not want to know that you are taking people from their platform. Okay. That's a big thing for TikTok. TikTok does not want to know that you're taking people away from their platform. What that means is if you put period, COM, for anything you're sending them to, you have a higher chance of being banned or blocked or people not seeing your content or someone reporting you, etc. If you want to avoid that, you need to put like an asterisk, you need to put a circle emoji, something else for workwithkirsty.com. Don't put it as a period. It needs to trick TikTok into not knowing that you're taking them to another platform, okay? And that goes for your text, like you guys just saw me do. That goes for your comments. That goes for if you say link in bio. That goes for all of it. You don't want to be saying those things. You don't want to have TikTok know you're taking them off the platform. So even something like link in bio, you need to put something that looks like this. Okay, I'll just give you the example. Link in bio. Or link in bio, something like that. Okay. Get creative. Do not put it on the text. Do not put it as a sticker. Do not put it in the comments. Do not say it, nothing. If you're going to give them a direction for where to go, do it in the way I'm doing it now. That's what I encourage. Okay. Go right here, right now. That's where my finger is. See, I'm just tapping this. I'm just taking it and tapping it so I can move it where I want it to go. I don't want it going right here if I'm pointing up over here. Okay. Now, another thing to pay attention to. See on this side where it kind of shows my watermark for where my profile picture is, where the likes are, where the comments are. Do not put text over here. Also, make sure that you're not editing it so it's clear over here. You want it to be where it can be seen. Okay. So right there. And then to make it appear at the very end for only 1 second. That's what I recommend. Only 1 second. You want to click where it is. So you'll click on the text. You'll then press set duration. And then when you want it to appear is where? If you're serious about working from home, go right here, right now. Go right here, right now, depending how quickly you say, is always about 1 second long. So that's good. Now let's watch it back. What about getting out of debt? I have a way for you to do that. Check it. I got the proof. Learn how to earn 5 figures a month with ease. Results not typical, so don't be typical. If you're serious about working from home, go right here, right now. The reason right there is super, super incredible and one to pay attention to is because when you say go right here, right now, and they only have 1 second to see what your link is, that makes them what? Watch it again, which helps you what? Get on the FYP, because your watch time, your engagement helps you get on the FYP, reaching more people, which increases your comments, your likes, your views, your engagement, which is good because then when you have a way to filter them into a Facebook group, into your YouTube channel, like you saw in this video, then they have a reason to stay in your circle, your brand. They remember you. They want to engage with you. Okay. So this is good. There's nothing else for me to do. I've added the sound. I've adjusted the clips. We chopped off about 2.1 or 2.2 seconds, which is awesome. Okay. We've added the captions so people can see, hear it, or they can read, right? And we've added at the very end what to do, right? Go right here, right now. Oh, shoot, I didn't press pause in time. Now I have to watch it again, right? Which is good. You want them to be on the FYP. You want them to see you from another place, not just who your followers are, okay? And then you're going to hit next. Now, right here, you're going to want this to be a little bit short, and then you're going to want to have hashtags that are, I would say the majority of hashtags you guys need to be, maybe you have 1 million or more hashtag. Maybe you have one where it's like 800 to 900,000. The rest of them, in my opinion, for what's worked for me, is to have hashtags that are lower than that. So give or take 800,000 and lower for the majority of your hashtags will be super, super smart. Okay. So right here, I would, work from home today, right? Real quick, short, punchy thing for what the video is about. It doesn't have to say something else. It doesn't have to engage in a certain way. It needs to be short. So if they don't click on the description when watching, they know what the video is about, right? Really quick call to action. Okay. And then Colorado Mommy. Let's see how many that has. Colorado Mommy has 34,000 views, which for some of you might be like, oh, that doesn't reach a lot of people. But I know for a fact that first it speaks to my avatar because it's who it's about, not the activity. Write that down. Who it's about, not the activity is important. Also, Colorado Mama has 1.8 million views. So yeah, sure, I guess you could use that. But when you do mommy, you're speaking to a specific audience. Someone who typed that in, someone who searched that, which means your quality content for who's watching it goes up. So it seems contradictory. You want to reach more people, but remember from our avatar training, when you try to talk to everyone, you talk to no one. So make it specific. Now, don't do something that's, 787 views as you see there with the peace sign. Do something that is engaging. It's just not overpowering for someone. Okay. Colorado Moms, let's see how big that one is. So Colorado Moms, maybe that is my one and only, that's 1 million views. Okay. And then Passive Income for Beginners 2022. That one is my 950,000 views. That's good. I want that. You might even do the 2021, right? And then we can do one, stay-at-home mom of 3 kids. Let's see how big that one is. That one's 77,000 views. Again, I could do stay-at-home mom of 3 kiddos, right? Because that's 600,000. I could do stay-at-home mom of 3 kids, which is 77,000. This one I might do kiddos instead. Okay. And then I'll do maybe one that encompasses, just like passive income for beginners, 2022. That one encompasses the activity. But the other 3, as you guys can see here, are the person. Who am I wanting to draw into this video? Okay. In my opinion, it's not enough to just put something like side hustles. That has 1.3 billion views. Please do not use something like that. Use something that is smaller. Do it. Use something that is smaller. Side hustles is a large one. If you really need to use something like that, do it. But understand that when you try to talk to everyone, you talk to no one. It's more important to use hashtags, anywhere between 3 to 7 hashtags for your videos in short form, like TikTok, etc. It is the best to use ones that are 1 million or less. Okay. And it's better, from what I have discovered, to talk to your avatar rather than the activity. Okay. And then right here in the top right, you're going to hit the button that says select cover. For me, I always use red, but you can use anything. If I were to make a suggestion to make it so it's more organized and not cluttered, I would suggest picking one and sticking to it. So if you like the yellow, if you like the purple, stick with it. For me, I like red. So I use that every single time. Now, what did I talk about in my video and what formula are we following? Hook, build up, present, value, call to action. Your cover photo. So when someone finds on the FYP and then say goes and stalks your page, you want to put the cover photo to be a hook. Why do they want to click? Why do they want to click into the video? Okay. So remember what I talked about. I talked about debt. I talked about not being typical. I talked about my free course. I talked about making money online from home, right? So I would say maybe something like, do you have what it takes to work from home? And I'm fine to use that acronym because I know people who are wanting to work from home would know that acronym. And then I space it out, as you guys see here, in different paragraphs because I want them to have a reason to click. Okay. Do you have what it takes to work from home? The reason that's important and the reason it's spaced in this way is because I want them to want to click on it. And then you hit the top right corner. You can then make it smaller. You can make it bigger. I personally like having the movement. So I'm not going to make it as big as this. I'm also not going to make it as small as that. I want it to be where it's readable if someone goes to my page and wants to engage. Okay. I choose a corner. I normally don't do it in the middle. I'll choose a corner or in the middle, like on one of the sides. Okay. So I might choose that. And then you can scroll right here. Okay. With your thumb, you can just scroll and decide what you want it to look like. So this one's a little too choppy for me. I want it to maybe look like this because I like the color, right? But you could also have it where it says right here if you want, or you could have it right here where it's popping up. You could have it right there where it's just my finger, right? You could also have it where it's not a lot of movement. Now, because I know that a lot of my content up to this point from last night and starting this account, I know that I have a lot of movies, a lot of videos that are moving a lot. So I would choose this one right now because I don't want one that's like blah, all crazy the entire time, right? So this one's hardly moving. This one's hardly moving. Oops. This one's moving a lot, right? So I might choose something that's barely just my mouth moving, okay? Because I know that when someone goes to my profile, okay, as you guys will see here, when someone goes to my profile, I don't want them to be like, wow, everything's moving too much. I want certain videos to stand out more than others. So when you select the cover, make sure that it's the same as the next one, choose a color, land on it, okay? Put it together, put it as a hook for what's being said, as you guys can see here. Have it be centered, have it be in all caps, whatever you choose. And then pay attention to which movement you want as you select it down below the video, okay? What frame you want it to pause on. And then you'll press save, and then you'll press post. Now, nothing here, do you need a switch? I think it actually is just defaulted to allow comments, allow duet, allow a stitch. You want it public for sure. So not just friends, not just you. You want it public so that you can what? Get on the FYP. Okay. And then you'll press post there at the bottom. Now, when I go, you see how I jumped from 305 to 339? The reason people are following me is because I follow the concepts for what I just said. Okay. Now, this video has 7,000 views there at the bottom right. This video right here has in the middle that says for free has not even 200 views. Are we worried about that? No, because it's not about the views. It's about the quality content. And I know that the people who see this video here in the middle for free, that's the cover photo, they will be the ones who I want to speak with, whoever sees that video. And also know that the algorithm for TikTok can shift. It can shift in your favor. It can shift not in your favor. So be willing to roll with the punches and get innovative. Okay. But as you can see here, different things, you know, the red cover photo is in one corner. Some of them are down, some of them are in the middle, whatever it is. Make sure that it's different every single time so that someone's broken up when they come to stalk your stuff. You have to give them a reason to want to engage with you. You have to give them a reason for why they'd want to follow you. So applying the concepts for what we talked about from previous videos to this one, to the ones recorded next, you will see a shift if you pay attention and you actually do the concepts learned. Okay. So as a recap, chop out the breath, chop out the extras at the end, adjust the clips, pick a sound that you recognize. Don't worry about the trends, worry about the quality content. From there, make sure that every single video is quick, it's punchy. You chop things out to make it shorter. If the goal is the FYP, you need to know that if you would not stop on your video, no one else will. So make sure that it's entertaining, that it's interactive, that you're making eye contact. You want to connect with a person, not just be like pointing at the screen. That's not enough anymore. Okay. You need to engage with them so that they want to engage with you elsewhere. Again, bridging the gap from short form video to go to my website, right? Quick and punchy at the end. And then being able to get them on your email list, in your email list, then filtering them to your Facebook group, your YouTube channel, keeping it in your circle. Okay. I am so excited for you to accelerate your business with short form videos. Remember that the concepts we learn in TikTok from the bio, profile picture, adjusting clips, etc., apply other places, other platforms like Facebook Reels, Instagram, stories, shorts, all of that. All right. We'll see you on the next video.